Can you see my screen?
No, right now I don't. Share करा आपने? We are preparing for live stream, okay? Don't share right now. Share करा आपने? We are preparing for live stream. Don't share right now. Hello. Hi everyone and welcome to our new session of Assurance Talks. So since we are in the month of monsoon, so let's get the knowledge of what we need to do and what we do not need to do in monsoon. So our today's speaker is Ms. Sravanthi. So I'll over to you, Sravanthi. We'll take Q&A at the end of the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Arushi. Good afternoon, everyone. So our today's topic is Monsoon Health Boost. We have gone through several topics earlier also, and as it is monsoon, we think that this is very important topic we have to talk about, and like it is going to be very interesting, and we are going to cover many points here, like what are the strategies to build your immunity, and what are the different infections we get during monsoons, and also how can we overcome these infections and everything with a proper diet and lifestyle, all these things, and with the proper measure, preventive measure. All these points we're going to discuss in our webinar today. Let us talk about immunity firstly, and the importance of we'll discuss about the importance of the immunity, boosting immunity. Mainly when we have a good immunity, it will help in disease prevention. So a strong immune system, it is a better equipped to recognize and eliminate pathogens and reducing the risk of developing infection diseases. So it helps the body fight off common illness like the flu, cold, and respiratory infections. And it will also help in faster recovery. Though we have a good immune system, we may fall sick. So now when we have good immune system, it can respond more efficiently to infections or injuries, and that helps in faster recovery. And the third point is reduce the severity of illness. When we have a good immune system, there will be like even if you do get sick, having a good immune system, it can help reduce the severity and the duration of symptoms. So it can prevent the strong infection from the spreading throughout the body, and minimize the impact on your overall health. And this is also helpful in enhancing vaccine responses. So when you have this good immunity, there will be a long-lasting response to the vaccine and overall health and well-being. So when you have a good healthy immune system, it contributes to overall well-being, and it helps maintain homeostasis in the body and supports optimal functioning of various systems, and including the digestion, respiratory, and circulatory system. So there are several ways to support and boost the immune system, such as maintaining a healthy lifestyle, maintaining a healthy balanced diet, and having good regular exercise, adequate sleep, managing stress levels. Okay, so practicing good hygiene and avoiding harmful habits like smoking and excess alcohol. When we take these kind of precautions, when we are focused more on these things, definitely we can boost our immune system. And it is the firstly we'll discuss about the balanced diet. Balanced diet is nothing but like which has a very good amount of vitamins, minerals, whatever, all the essential vitamins and minerals. And also when you are talking about a balanced diet, it should consist of all the food items. Like it should have good fruits, vegetables, pulses, legumes, good amount of protein, good amount of milk and milk products, and healthy fats. Everything is included in the balanced diet. So when you have a good amount of proper vitamins and nutrients, definitely that helps in boosting your immunity. So during the monsoon, there is a risk of infections and waterborne diseases. So when you have good immunity, there will like your proper balanced nutrients and vitamins that will give a good strength to your body and helps in fighting against the bacterial and viral infections. And it is also important to stay hydrated. Though we don't feel thirsty in this monsoon season, it is important to stay hydrated. So we need to drink good amount of water, like 2 to 3 liter per water per 2 to 3 liter water per day. Or if generally it depends upon the person's body size and their age and their weight also. But with the minimum amount is like 2 to 3 liter of water you can take per in a day. So like when you're not feeling thirsty, also when you're having good amount of water, that will help in flushing out the toxins from your body. Even the toxins are flushed out from your body, that helps you to stay healthy. And a balanced diet ensures that you receive all the necessary nutrients and optimal health. So you need to include a variety of food groups to obtain essential vitamins and minerals and dietary fiber. And and in this monsoon season, you also need to manage your digestion. So for that, generally in monsoon season, most of the people will be having digestion issues. This is because we don't get enough sunlight. The main source for vitamin D is sunlight. So due to the lack of vitamin D, there will be a slow digestion. So for that reason, we need to check our vitamin D levels also, and we need to start taking supplements if we are deficient in it. So because of lack of sunlight and vitamin D, there will be a poor digestion during monsoons. And also we need to make sure that the food is properly covered. And because the food will get easily contaminated during this monsoon season. So that also we need to take care and cover our food with the lids. And also we need to wash the vegetables properly. Mostly people don't prefer green leafy vegetables during monsoon season, as there will be bugs and there will be a lot of infections. Even people don't consume more non-veg also during monsoon season, because the birds and the animals like they get infected easily. And that is the reason we don't recommend more non-veg items or green leafy items during monsoons. The only way is, if you want to have a non-veg, see a healthy animal, healthy bird, like you can go for it. And also when you wanted to go for a green leafy vegetables, have a fresh one and wash thoroughly. And it would be better if you can if you can depend more on the lentils, legumes, dry fruits like seeds and nuts, okay, and a lot of vegetables, okay. These kind of things you can have. And you can rely on soups also, the hot soups that will also helpful in this monsoon season. And and also make sure that you have a good amount of good physical activity during monsoon, because sometimes because of the weather and because of the weather we may feel low during monsoons. When you have good exercise in the morning for at least 15 to 20 minutes, that will give good energy throughout the day. It helps to stay active. And there are few diseases during monsoon seasons. There are like few waterborne diseases, few airborne diseases, and mosquito-borne diseases. There is a lot of scope for water, airborne, and mosquito bite diseases in this during this monsoon. So waterborne diseases are like illness that are caused by some microorganisms or chemicals present in the contaminated water sources. So when water sources when water sources are contaminated and when we drink that water, that leads to waterborne diseases such as typhoid, hepatitis A. So these are the common waterborne diseases. Typhoid is a like fever. It is an infection disease caused by bacteria. It is a bacterial infection, and the symptoms will be fever, and that will develop gradually over time. And they include a sustained fever, weakness and fatigue, abdominal pain, headaches, loss of appetite, diarrhea or constipation, and the development of the pink colored spots on the chest and abdomen. So these are the common symptoms which are seen in typhoid, and in some cases there will be enlarged spleen and liver also. So it would be so to mainly to avoid this, we have to take some preventive measures to avoid these waterborne diseases. Make sure that your water is clean, and it would be better if you can boil your water and have that have like it would be better if you have a boiling water like. And hepatitis is also a viral infection, that is also a waterborne disease. And that symptoms include like fatigue, jaundice, that is like yellowing of your eyes and skin, and loss of appetite, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, dark urine, pale stools, and flu-like symptoms. So these are the hepatitis A and typhoid. These are the common waterborne diseases we generally see in monsoon season. The only thing for this is we need to prevent and manage the waterborne diseases, like to ensure a reliable source of clean water for drinking and cooking purposes. For example, if your tap water is not safe, then consider using boiled water or filtered water. Okay, and you can disinfect your water through chlorine or iodine. These chemicals can be added to water in some specified amounts to kill the bacterial, virus, and parasites. Okay, that is like accessing the clean water. And the water storage, whenever you are storing water, make sure that you have a covered containers, and the containers should be clean on regular basis. Okay, because there will be that is to prevent the growth of harmful microorganisms. We need to clean the containers frequently. And you can use clean covered sorry and you can use some boiled water, and you can boil the water vigorously and warm and have that water during this monsoon. And also chlorination also helps in killing these parasites. And personal hygiene also matters. You need to wash your hands before having your food and after having your food, what before you like after using your using toilets. Okay, these preventive measures will definitely help us to prevent ourselves from waterborne diseases. And let us see about airborne diseases. So airborne diseases are like illness caused by microorganisms such as bacteria, virus, fungi, or parasites that can spread through the air. So these pathogens are present in respiratory droplets. Like if somebody sneeze, somebody cough, okay, there will be some respiratory droplets. So through that it is transmitted, and through the dust particles also. So when people inhale this contaminated air or come into contact with surfaces or objects carrying the infectious particles, so that will cause these airborne diseases. So some of the airborne diseases during monsoon seasons are like common cold and influenza. Also, that influenza is nothing but the flu, is nothing but the flu. So the common cold is a mild viral infection, and the symptoms would be runny or sticky nose, sneezing, sore throat, cough, and mild fatigue. So these symptoms are usually milder compared to the flu. When you talk about the flu, flu will have like highly contagious respiratory illness, and that is caused by influenza virus. So these symptoms are somewhat severe when compared to common cold or common cold. So influenza is like highly contagious respiratory illness, and that is like the symptoms would be the same. Mostly the same symptoms will be there. It includes high fever, body aches, headache, fatigue, sore throat, cough, and nasal congestion. So these are the common symptoms seen in influenza, but the symptoms are very severe in this flu. And mosquito-borne diseases are generally during monsoons because of the water stagnation or the humidity. There will be a development of mosquitoes. So this is like it is caused by a parasite of the Plasmodium genus, and this is transmitted to humans through the bites of infected Anopheles mosquitoes. And when a mosquito bites a person, after after the mosquito bite, and may include intermittent fever. There will be small symptoms such as fever, chills, and sweats, headache, muscle aches, fatigue, nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. These are the symptoms we can see when the mosquito bites, and when the person is infected with malaria. And so when this is not treated, that is a life-threatening disease also. In some cases, if the symptoms are severe, then it will cause death also. So that has to be taken care in the initial stages only. And the dengue is also one of the mosquito-borne diseases. Last year, like we had so many people suffering from dengue, and the cases were very high. So we have to be very conscious during this monsoon season, because dengue fever is commonly seen in our areas. So this is also a viral infection, and this is caused by dengue virus. And the symptoms would be like dengue fever symptoms would be like fever, severe headache, especially behind the eyes, joint and muscle pain. So and there will be fatigue, nausea, and vomiting also, vomiting sensation, and there will be some rashes on your skin also. So these are the common symptoms seen in dengue fever. And there is no specific treatment for this mosquito-borne disease of dengue. But mostly it can be managed and with the supportive care. And these monsoon mosquito bite things we can prevent by using some mosquito repellents, wearing protective clothes covering our exposed skin with long sleeve shirts or long pants, socks, and shoes. So especially during peak mosquito activity, during nights, we will see most of the mosquitoes. Okay, so during nights we can wear a fully covered clothes, and we also can remove some standing water to our house premises, or inside the house or outside the house. If you find any water standing up, so you can just eliminate any standing water, and that is also a preventive measure. And you can use mosquito nets, like sleeping under mosquito nets, as that also will protect you from the mosquito bite. And these are the basic some preventive measures you can take. And while the general precautions is like, do not get wet in the rain, so it causes some common cold. You can use umbrella, and you can use raincoat. And whenever you are going to the crowded places, you can use your mouth mask. That is helpful. Even if you have cold, you can use the mouth mask. And even when you are going out in a crowd, that time also you can use a mouth mask, because that helps in transferring this infection from us to others, and from others to us. So that is benefited in both the ways. And concentrate more on your food diet, like have good amount of fruits, vegetables, and have good amount of fruits and nuts, and try to have good amount of water. Okay, though we don't feel thirsty during monsoon seasons, we need to drink water, because that helps us to stay hydrated, and most of the mostly we get urine infections or some kind of infections without, when we are not taking enough water. There will be electrolyte imbalance also. So try to have good amount of water even if you're not feeling thirsty, and you can wear good footwear while going out, like especially those who are diabetic, like they should take care of take care of their food. Like there will be a chances of getting diabetic food when you are completely going when you are going in a rain. You have to cover your clothes, cover your shoes with good shoe, cover your food with a good shoes, and you need to have healthy food. It means like have a fresh food item. Do not store the food and have a healthy instant made food. And you can use some mosquito coils or some uh, repellents for this mosquito. And you need to wash your hands before having food, after having food, after using your toilet. Okay, and also good exercise daily, at least for 15 to 20 minutes, even if you're not going outside. As it is raining, you can have some good indoor exercises such as yoga or breathing exercises. Okay, stretches, these kind of exercises you can do at your home, and have good adequate sleep, like 7 hours of sleep per night. And make sure that there won't be any rats or anything at home, because that will contaminate your food. They carry the germs from one place to other. So make sure that your house is clean and neat. So these are the preventive measures we can take during this monsoon season to protect ourselves from the mosquito bites, and also monsoon related infections and all. So try to focus more on your diet and exercise and these basic preventive measures. So this is all about the monsoon health boost. And now you can just ask if you have any questions regarding the same. Thank you.
Thank you, Sravanthi. That was a great session. We actually got a lot of insights of how to actually maintain this monsoon season, enjoy and also maintain our health as well. So thank you so much for the session. I would request, if there is any question, you can either put that in the chat box or can directly ask. So I think there is no much of request. So we would like to close the session. If you somehow miss the session, you can just go to our channel and watch the whole session there. And if you want such more sessions on health management and everything, you can just go to our channel and see there are monthly videos that we place. Thank you all for joining, and we'll see you at next assurance talks. Thank you, Sravanthi.
Thank you.